Hi, thanks for tuning in. This is the S&P ASX 200 Index Daily Update for Monday the 9th of September 2024. The ASX 200 Index closed lower today. There's a lot going on at this point in time. The last 3 days of trade have, for the most part, been inside last Wednesday's range. That's here. The local market moved sharply lower from the open, trading 94.5 points lower soon after the open, and even below last Wednesday's bar at the lows of the day, which leaves price on a springboard potentially. That's here, arrowed. You can see prices dipped below the lows and then recovered. The initial push lower was partly in response to last Friday's trading, which saw some moderate supply drawn out locally, and also partly in sympathy with overseas markets, which traded lower again last Friday night. There was a clear attempt to absorb the supply being drawn out during the day, forcing a close well off the day's low. This is the intraday chart. Price dipped sharply lower from the open. This is the opening bar. And even traded below last Wednesday's low for a brief period, leaving the market on a springboard. The opportunity for price to break down was not accepted. The market then began a determined attempt to absorb supply and recover the lost ground, taking the form of intraday bullish absorption. You can see that here. Back to the daily chart. Spread, or volatility, increased considerably today as price really stretched lower from the open. The close was well off the day's low, clearly showing the attempt to absorb the supply that was being drawn out. Volume, or activity, was quite high for a Monday. There was certainly decent supply or selling pressure being drawn out today. But the high volume and close off the day's low also show that demand must have been quite strong, as price recovered quite a bit of the lost ground during the day. There is certainly a battle between the buyers and the sellers taking place across the market right now. Overall, today's trading takes the form of an unconfirmed shakeout. Price needs to move higher in response to complete the confirmation, although a secondary test for supply is acceptable prior to any attempt to push higher, if the timing is not right. The opportunity for price to break down was certainly offered to the market again today, and the broader market as a whole chose not to accept the price breakdown and instead have attempted to absorb the supply being drawn out. There continues to be a reluctance to break down and trend lower at this point in time. The local market will certainly break down if forced to do so, if overwhelming weakness emerges on overseas market trading. The battle between the buyers and sellers continues again tomorrow. At the close of trade, the local market finished 25.3 points lower. Thanks for your time. See ya.